Crisp battered fish, golden fried potatoes, pub food, made for sharing over a pint. Let's cook fish and chips, right here on planet Pulutan. Fish and chips. You'll see it in seaside towns, corner shops, and pubs, wherever people gather over fried food and a drink. A classic of British food culture. Pulutan ba ka mo? You came to the right place. Let's cook. Let's take a look at what we're using. For the fish, Atlantic cod fillets, about an inch thick. Lean, clean flaking, and fries well. If you can't find cod, haddock, pollock, hake, or even halibut will work. Just keep it mild, not oily. For the chips, russet potatoes, washed and scrubbed clean. Maris Piper or King Edward are the traditional choice. You can go with frozen if you want, or follow along as we make them from scratch. For frying, a neutral oil with high smoke point. Canola, sunflower, peanut, or vegetable oil all work here. For the batter, flour, a bit of cornstarch, salt, and cold beer. A simple bitter or pale ale works best. And for the tartar sauce, mayonnaise, pickles or gherkins, capers, parsley, and lemon. Store-bought is fine, or you can make it with us, just to see how it comes together. Let's get started. Start with the potatoes. We're keeping the skin on. Cut them into thick batons, about 2 centimeters wide. Give them a quick rinse to remove excess surface starch. Transfer to a pot with cold, lightly salted water. Bring it up to a gentle simmer and cook for about 8 to 10 minutes. You're looking for potatoes that are soft but still holding together. Drain well and let the steam escape. Once dry, spread them out on a tray. Place in the fridge, uncovered, for about 30 minutes. This helps the surface dry out for the crisp outer layer later on. While the potatoes rest, let's make the dip. For the tartar sauce, start with about half a cup of mayonnaise in a mixing bowl. Add a tablespoon of chopped pickles, a couple teaspoons of capers, and some chopped parsley. Then, a bit of lemon juice. Start with a teaspoon, then adjust. Season lightly with salt. Mix and keep it in the fridge until we're ready to serve. Heat your oil to 160 degrees Celsius or 320 Fahrenheit. Fry the potatoes in batches for about 4 to 5 minutes until they're soft and pale, no browning yet. Lift them out and set on a rack to cool completely. This helps them firm up before the second fry. Return them to the fridge while we prepare the rest. While the chips cool, let's prep the fish. Pat the fish very dry. Any surface moisture will make the batter slip and cause more splatter in the oil. Once dry, salt the fish on both sides and keep it chilled until it goes into the batter. At this point, everything's ready. Before we turn the heat back up, let's give a proper nod to England and to the dish this came from. Fish and chips started as practical, affordable, working-class food meant to fill you up. Fried fish came through Sephardic Jewish communities in England in the 1600s. Potatoes arrived in the late 1500s, and by the 1800s, they had become cheap, everyday staples. By mid-1800s, in industrial Britain, the two came together, feeding workers and families with something hot, affordable, and filling. This wasn't restaurant food. It was everyday food. During both world wars, fish and chips were never rationed. As long as people could still buy it, morale stayed up. Things felt normal. Over time, it made its way into pubs. Beer batter came naturally. It made the fish lighter and crispier. That's why it still feels the way it does today. Simple, filling, meant to be eaten hot with good company over a pint of beer. Bring the oil up to 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit. While it comes up to temperature, let's make the batter. In a bowl, combine about half a cup all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Whisk in the cold beer just until the batter comes together. It should be thinner than a pancake batter, able to coat the fish but still drip off slowly. If it runs off right away, it's too thin. If it barely moves, it's too thick. Don't overmix. Lightly dredge the fish in flour and shake off the excess. Dip it into the batter and fry immediately. Fry for about 45 minutes until the batter is crisp and the fish is just cooked through. Lift it out and set it on the rack to drain. Then we'll bring the chips back for the second fry. Increase the oil temperature to 190 degrees Celsius or 375 Fahrenheit. Fry the chips until deeply golden and crisp for the proper pub-style crunch. Lift them out and salt immediately while they're still hot. Transfer to a bowl or tray lined with paper. Let's bring it all together. Crisp, battered fish, golden chips. Serve the tartar sauce alongside. Crisp, hot, and best enjoyed with a drink nearby. A proper pub classic, and one we have England to thank for. Cheers to that. Thank you for joining us here on Planet Pulutan. See you on the next one.